Alright, so this is the Fanxin Apple Cube. I'm going to unbox it and see if I'm able to figure out how to solve it. Looks like it comes with instructions if that's your thing. I'm not going to use them. And it looks like that around this sort of axis, each of the corner and edge pieces are identical, so I can make a 90-degree turn, and I think it's still considered to be solved in this state. So I think this should be fairly easy. It's just a 3x3 shape mod, but I'm going to scramble it and find out now. And I have realized, I guess, already that it is quite loose straight out of the box, so it might pop at some point, but I guess we'll see if that happens. Otherwise, I think the turning is quite nice, like considering that it's a shape mod. So yeah, it seems like it should be an okay experience, provided that it doesn't pop. So I think my strategy for solving this is that I'm going to go from basically the bottom of the apple up. I think that should be easiest because of the thing that I said before, where basically the different parts of the apple are sort of rotationally symmetrical around this sort of axis. So I'm going to start with the first layer, and I'm going to just do the beginner's method, I believe. Alright, so that is the first layer edges solved. Basically, I just did my usual technique of making sure that the centers are in the correct orientation, and then just inserting the piece by testing to make sure it matches up with the center here, and matches up with the center here. So I'm just doing everything based on shape. Next, I'm going to do the corners on the first layer, and I think I can do the same of basically just test to see if they match up, and then insert. And that seems to work fairly well. And I got an edge for free just here, which is convenient. Okay, so that's the bottom layer corners in. Basically, the way that I put them in is just by sort of spamming RU, RIUI, like you would in the beginner method, until it felt like they matched up flush. Now I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do the edges in this middle layer. I think I should be able to test by just doing my usual thing once again, and seeing if they match up. So it looks like this one matches up, so I can insert it that way. Okay, so that's the middle layer done. That was fairly straightforward. Next is just the last layer, and again I'm going to just use the beginner method. And there we go. Yeah, so that was fairly straightforward. There's not really any difficulties involved other than these corners are actually a little bit difficult to tell if they have the correct orientation, but just doing them so that this is the first layer I feel like makes that not so bad in the end. Otherwise, yeah, quite fun and quite simple. I'd say that this would probably be a fairly good first shape mod puzzle for a beginner. That's all for now. Subscribe if you want to see more. Goodbye.